today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. But maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, they run with Michel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford now to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. A give. This is Michel. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford. Well, he gets attended to. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. From the 22, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Brady. Evans has got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On play action, now Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down throw. Stafford. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Brady now on first down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 44, Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Brady now on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Colin Kaepernick, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Cam Newton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A give to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. And he's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A. In this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers, he makes a nice catch there.
On 1st down, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
With Josh Reynolds in Tennessee now, the Rams are eager to see what they have in Van Jefferson, a 2nd-round pick last year out of Florida, and he gives them a nice catch there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Michel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. On the handoff, it's Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we get back. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa, and that'll increase their lead to 28. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Stafford here. Jackson with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford. Connecting with Michel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.